Hello and welcome to the Daily Clone here on a Thursday, now presented to you by the Cyclone Fanatic Shop. Go to CycloneFanaticShop.com and check out the new arrivals. I'm eyeing that Hilton Magic crewneck. That is a good-looking piece of attire that you can wear at Hilton Coliseum all winter long. Again, go to CycloneFanaticShop.com. And don't worry, we'll get to football, but I'm going to start today with basketball as TJ Otzelberger held a midweek press conference ahead of the regular season opener on Monday against Fairleigh Dickinson. And Otzelberger provides an injury update for the team's star point guard, Tamin Lipsey.
Tamin practiced today for the first time in everything, so we'll see how his body responds to it. I'm not going to get too far ahead of things on what that means. We'll see how tomorrow when he comes in and just see how his body handled it all. We're not in a rush. Obviously, we know we'd love to have him out there, but I want for him to start the season at 100% where he feels like he can be his best, not at a deficit. So we'll just keep evaluating each day to see where he's at.
When asked about load management by the great Rob Gray, Otzelberger said that it won't happen unless it's mandated by the medical team. Otherwise, he wants Tamin to be out there if he feels like he's good to go and can play without being limited. We'll, of course, keep you updated on injuries all the way to tip-off on Monday night. Sticking with the injury trend, Arizona State and Iowa State both released their injury reports on Wednesday night. Arizona State is without their star quarterback, Sam Leavitt, as was previously reported. Their star receiver, Jordan Tyson, the first-round pick, is also doubtful. So without Tyson and a lot of injuries across the board, the Sun Devils turn to journeyman quarterback Jeff Sims. Sims is in his sixth year. He spent time at Georgia Tech, Nebraska, and now ASU. Campbell has a lot to say about him.
Obviously, Jeff's played a lot of football, and I think you've seen it already. You saw it in the fourth quarter a little bit Saturday from them. Man, I really think he came in and was a monumental spark of success for them. And, when you see a guy like Jeff that's played a lot of really good football, and it's a unique challenge because I think him and Sam probably have some similarities. They both are elite runners with the football. They can create in the pocket. They've got the ability to run the offense. And, I'll give Kenny a lot of credit. I mean, I think he's done a great job of having a great 1-2 punch at quarterback. Both those guys can run the system and run the offense. And then obviously they've got great playmakers around them. So I think it really helps. But you certainly are always looking at, every piece of the puzzle to try to give yourself the best opportunity to be successful no matter who plays quarterback.
This season, Sims is completing just 49% of his passes and averaging 3.7 yards per completion with a touchdown and no interceptions. However, he has run the ball for over 100 yards. Regardless of who's at quarterback, Campbell certainly respects the talent that Arizona State has across the board on their roster from 1 through 85.
Think uber talented across the board. You're talking a team that's got obviously they've got championship pedigree. They had a great year a year ago. You see that. I mean, you see how they've played. They're uber athletic, probably the most athletic team that we've played across the board all season. They're physical at the point of attack, and they've got great skill players. They've got difference makers all over the place, and they've done a great job of that. They play really hard and be a really great challenge for a football team.
I don't know about you guys, but this doesn't feel like a true Big 12 championship rematch that I guess we were anticipating before the season started. There's certainly a lot of injuries. There's been some unexpected losses on both sides. But as this game happens, it's still Matt Campbell and Kenny Dillingham. Regardless of Big 12 championship rematch or not, it's not really the motivation for the Cyclones when they enter the field on Saturday.
We understand that it's a big game. We understand what happened last year, but we want to focus on ourselves here, getting ourselves better. We don't want to make it about them. They're a great team, great coaching staff, everything. We understand that it's going to be a tough challenge for us for sure, but we don't want to make it on them and lose focus on ourselves. We're trying to focus on ourselves, what we can get better at, how we can kind of control the controllables and going out there and executing.
Well, it's time for my game prediction. I'm going 30-17 Iowa State. I just don't think Arizona State's going to be able to move the ball at will. The Cyclones and their defense under John Haycock have been really good at stopping one-dimensional quarterbacks. Without Tyson, most likely, and Jeff Sims being kind of who he is, I don't expect Arizona State to move the ball down the field. I think Iowa State is able to snap out of their offensive rut, maybe not play a perfect game, but I think they'll be able to capitalize on a few of those mistakes as they now have a little bit of a nothing-to-lose attitude. That's my prediction. Let me know yours in the comment section, and of course, be sure to come back here Saturday. Cyclone Fanatic pregame, halftime, postgame. I'll have my postgame report, highlights, all of that good stuff, and then course, all the great work from Rob Gray on CycloneFanatic.com. Cyclone Fanatic is your spot for game days and all crossover season from football, men's and women's basketball, and wrestling. Thank you for following along with the Daily Clone here in the Northwest Bank Studios.